I've only tried to follow your word. When you had given me the sick, I had prayed that they be healed. I fear this man is past and lets his body to a devil. May you have mercy on me, Lord, and may you have mercy on anyone he finds in his path. For he is death, and death is coming.
And now, the newest Punisher show on the internet. The Punisher Killshot Show. Moderation details handled by Into Paints.
Woohoo!
Your co-host for this evening, Samurai Snowman.
Let's go!
And your host for the evening, Richard Embry. Yes.
Yes. It's another Punisher Killshot show, man. We were absent last week. The greatest co-host as ever, Samurai Snowman. Glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here, bro. I'm hyped about this one.
Yeah, I all of a sudden I had to be a dad, man. Back to school night and all this other stuff, and man, it's been nuts.
Dude, I was sick as a dog, so I mean, I kind of appreciated it in a way.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I'm glad you're better now. That's what I mean, but yeah, there's some illness going around. Everyone's kind of getting it, man. It's kind of strange, man.
Well, it can't be COVID because that thing was never real anyway.
Yeah, but I feel good this week. My dad duties were accomplished. Now it's back to reading some Punisher. There's a great news with I'm excited for these new Punisher series that are coming out, and it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the art on all those covers you've been showing off look fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it's man, I'm excited, and there's even a Daredevil and Punisher thing coming up. I need to get that more details on.
I know about that one.
Yeah, and it's Jimmy's doing that one too. So that's gonna be cool, man.
There's just a lot of good things happening in comic books right now, which is good.
Yeah, Jimmy Palmiotti is doing that one too. So I'm excited. It seems like they made Jimmy the Punisher dude. Like, listen, you're the Punisher writer now. You got the keys now, man. You need to make it happen. So
that's kind of like how Baron was on this run, right?
Yeah, Baron. This was the second volume of the Punisher, and yeah, just here, man, make it happen. And I mean, he made it happen, man. It was, and he had an amazing run amongst other things. So that was cool, man. So they don't have it like that anymore.
No,
They
yeah, that was the like. I mean, we always say that's when comic books are great. You could have the same writer and artist on a long ass fucking run to make it feel like complete, like one
mm,
singular vision instead
yeah,
of doing like 20 fucking issues and then rebooting it, going back to one with a whole new writer and artist. It's like, nah,
yeah.
I like how I might not be the biggest fan of this Punisher run right now, but I really respect and appreciate that it's other than issue number 6, which is my favorite fucking issue.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. But it's a good time to be a Punisher fan. I know Punisher fans that man, they're me being one myself, very loyal, very we man. If you make us happy, the dollars come out. Believe that the
Yep.
dollars come out. We're there, very loyal, very faithful. But if we need to see our character, our
Hmm.
Punisher, the Punisher that the Baron was writing. That's what we want to see. You know,
Hmm.
uh, that like this. Don't switch up the formula. The recipe is there. Don't. There's no need to change it.
Right. That's one, I guess, positive thing I can say about Baron's run. It's he's got a good formula down with almost every issue, and he knows what he wants to tell, and he's telling it.
Right, right, definitely. So let's go on. You had something cool that you saw, and I wanted to bring it up for our Punisher news, and let's get into that now. So Punisher news, Samurai had a very good, a very insightful observation. You know, he was reading the column section of it as well,
I used to read
and
them
not
all
only
the time as a kid.
uh, Snowman is dedicated. Not only does he read the comments or the comics, he reads the letters at the end. And what you
I,
noticed is, and this is issue 5.
yeah.
That
Okay.
yeah, they
Yep.
were
Yep.
bringing some heat to that issue, and Marvel printed it.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, so
So,
do you have that screenshot? Did you want to read it or?
yeah. I mean, if it's pretty long, but I can read it. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So, dear Punisher staff, I'm really sorry I have to write in, but in issue 3, you only had one complaint letter. I can't believe this series. Uh, This series was put out by Marvel. I collect a lot of Marvel titles, 14, and this is by far the worst thing you have put out. I
Wow.
read the Punisher limited series, which was really exciting. You have a great character, which doesn't have much of a known background. So yeah, that's what we were talking about before. I thought like Punisher was well known before this, but it's cool how Baron is delving more like into that backstory
Yeah,
behind it.
let him cook, man. Let him
Yeah,
cook.
yeah, my bad. Fucking Jim Nurin or whatever your name is there. His family was killed. He is balancing between sanity and completely falling apart. I felt his anger and his losses. It's a little hard to read on my end. I guess just from the
Yeah,
old quality of it. That storyline was a hell of a lot more believable. The Punisher idea is great and has a lot of good ideas and people behind it. Please don't completely destroy the Punisher concept
please.
further than you already have.
Jeez.
Damn. That's
Already
only
have.
3 issues in, bro.
Calm down, man.
Yeah, let Baron cook a little bit here, Jim.
Yeah, jeez. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. I cannot understand what you have done to this series. I thought for a second I was reading a Knight Rider TV episode with bulletproof windows. Come on, guys. So my thing with this is how is that? That would be something totally Punisher would have. I don't know
Yeah.
what this guy's talking about here. But anyway, I'm gonna let him cook. Sorry for interrupting your cooking, sir. Come on, guys. You can use more imagination than that. Okay, I get what he's saying. The way this scene was going, I thought maybe his van would shoot guided missiles. I mean, you had an exhaust finder. Why not rockets? The first part of the book was one long, boring car chase. Oh, by the way, wasn't Rambo supposed to be in issue 2? I'm sorry, I'm getting mean. It's just that I like the Punisher concept a lot, and I don't want to see it ruined. I guess I expect the impossible from Marvel. Damn. I mean, the limited series is hard to write up to.
I guess live up to.
Yeah, I could see if he meant right as well. But hey, the art wasn't too bad. Issue 1, title page, great drawing. I would like to say one more thing before I go. Thanks for trying to put out a good Punisher series, but I don't think it can be done. His guest appearances are what made him great. Ooh, that's a hot take.
Ooh, we got to get guest appearance issues, man. That you know.
Yeah, we definitely got to get some Daredevil Punisher action in here.
Yeah,
because I'm a huge Daredevil guy. I fucking Daredevil and Batman are probably my favorite superheroes.
Daredevil,
well, Batman's my favorite.
Spider-Man. You know, we got. When's your birthday, Samurai? We're gonna do the Batman Punisher on the weekend.
Oh, well, unfortunately, sir, it is months past. It was in June.
Oh man, we got to do it for Christmas then. This is Samurai's Christmas present.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
That would be cool.
I totally forgot they had Punisher Batman crossover. But why I brought this to your attention is because I'm tired of hearing some people on a certain aisle always complaining that their people that they like are getting criticized. They're like, well, they never used to do this until this guy showed up, and it's like, dude, I was reading this shit as a kid. Like they were brutally honest back then, and they would show the criticism that they would receive back then. If they had Twitter back then, it would be way worse. Because you had to be good. You had to eat like brutal criticism. And you just had to get better or they weren't going to hire you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is just the letter section at the back of a comic.
Right. And people were out there really buying comics, man. The guy's buying 14 comics a month. That's a lot for a kid, man. That's a lot for a kid, you know?
It was just cool to see that there were the world of like comic fans while reading those letters just seemed so big to me as a kid. I'm like, damn, dude, there's hella people reading this shit. I fucking love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was just a different era. It felt just real fun, man.
Yeah. Like, alive. It felt alive.
You know, there is pockets of that too. Because I remember what got me into or back into comics was Vertigo, you know?
Oh, I don't think I've ever read anything from Vertigo.
Yeah, because Preacher was cool, man. Scalped was cool. There was
Cynic's a big Scalp fan.
Yeah. There was some cool stuff that
Preacher I'll probably check out one day because I do hear that. It sounds crazy. Preacher's
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It ended kind of weird though. It was like over the top, kind of cornballish, but
kind of cartoonish.
Yeah. So it's what's another? Why the Last Man was freaking phenomenal.
Oh, I've heard crazy good things about that.
Yeah. So but I feel that was like comic books without the traditional superhero. So that's always been my lane. It's Punisher was that kind of character, street level, no superpowers, just like I said, it was for me as a kid, it was watching like a rated R movie in a comic. Mm-hmm. So I love the hell out of it. So Vertigo was a lot of that that's what it felt like. Okay, like what if these comic book what if HBO made comic
like more like kind of more adult themed.
Correct. And it was great, man.
Especially Preacher and Crossed.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And then now, I mean, I'm biased, but I think Ghost Machine is that new era.
Oh yeah, they're putting some of the best shit out right now. I love Ghost Machine stuff.
The best.
Yeah.
So when you're talking indie, like the best
Hmm.
out right now,
Well,
hands down.
that I'm still hesitant to kind of call them indie because you got fucking Jason Fabok and Jeff Johns running the fucking thing, and it's published by Image, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's out of their pocket. You know,
Yeah.
if we're
Yeah.
talking about pros making their own comics, right? Like
Hmm.
that's part of indie now. You know,
Yeah.
you're talking like Tucci. You're talking Grant Nolan. Those are
Hmm.
pros making their own. And I don't say former pros. I'm saying pros making their
Oh
own.
yeah, for sure.
So it's like that's the cream of the crop. They're just using that as distribution through another method. So I feel, because like here's the thing with
Fair
like
enough.
Marvel and stuff, they have like a whole machine behind them, you know, like
Like promotional power and like
yes,
studios and shit. Yeah.
yes. And with Ghost Machine, they have a whole bunch of talent behind them. That's the trade.
Dude,
The
Fabok is nasty. His
the
art is crazy.
it's the best,
Yep.
one of the best. Like him, Finch. Like,
Dude, I love my boy on Absolute Batman. Fucking Dragotta, Nick Dragotta. His style is insane, dude.
yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. All right, you ready to get into the issues?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, this one we have. We start off with issue 5. Issue 5 is the conclusion of Frank getting
Mhm.
into this quote. This
Mhm.
he goes. It starts off with him going on a boat, big old boat to South America, and being part of the, I guess, the security team for this cult leader. It's like it's a play on the Jim Jones whole Kool-Aid thing.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay. It's like, okay, Punisher is kind of like turning into like Law and Order. They have a real life situation and they put it in a comic book story. How would it look like in the
Mhm.
Punisher universe? And I thought I was like, okay, that's cool. How would this play out if Punisher was there? So it was kind of interesting to see. Uh, it was funny like how they with the whole guns, smuggling the guns in. I thought that was kind of cool, kind of creative. Like how are you gonna take all these guns,
Oh
off
yeah, I
the
kind of
boat?
forget that part.
You know, I thought that was cool. It's like, okay, that for me that was like good storytelling. I'm like, okay, now they've been here before. They established, they got the corruption underhand, and they can move. They can mobilize, and like have the Jimstown stuff. So
How did they smuggle the guns in? Because I totally forgot about that part.
it was with the ship, because he's like Punisher's like, so you just basically, what are you gonna do with the guns? He's like, don't worry about it. We've been doing this.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna take all these guns and rocket launchers and just pull up to the boat with you. You don't worry about customs. Like, we got this. Don't trip. And I was like, okay, that's cool. It lets me know these guys are influenced by, or they were able to influence the corruption of this
Right.
of this country. So I was like, oh, that was cool, man. It's like, okay, this cult is very powerful. Now he's on enemy land. Because it's not like you go to the authorities, because So I thought it set a certain tone to it that I liked.
Man, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna have to say, man.
Okay,
But
here you go.
the first part of this arc set up something that I thought was going to be actually a few more issues. And like you
Yeah.
said, like, wow, this cult seems powerful as shit. And it just kind of fell flat for me, man. It's concluded like too neatly. They don't explain really like, and it's like this cult leader had such an impact on Frank Castle. But then he's kind of just dead after the second issue. They were building him up to be kind of like a rogue for him, like a big bad for him.
Yeah, he could
Which
play
I
with him
felt
more.
like.
Yeah, I hear what
But
you're saying.
but it was cool, which they could bring back his sister later because she did escape. I thought that was a cool touch.
Yeah, Yeah, the guy has a sister out of nowhere, and it's like, I was like, man, Frank is like a sex object now because not only
Oh yeah,
is he there, the sister wants to get with him, but
yeah, and it
then
was funny because he mentions he's like, man, after 4 months of celibacy, then he's just drowning in women in this comic.
yeah, and the dude's like the cult leader sends the dude's wife. Did they did that little kayfabe play out plan
Yeah,
to get Frank actually some like credibility with this cult,
hmm
and like he's
and
like, you know,
there is some good like writing in here by Baron and like kind of world building for the cult when she's like, not we're like monogamy isn't allowed, like you can only have
yeah,
multiple partners, but not everyone is allowed to have sex, so like only so they really viewed Frank as like a high up already in their
yeah,
cult. And going back to the thing when he said 4 months of celibacy, that's probably the like most genius thing Baron ever put so far in this run, because that gives you the timeline of when his family was killed. So it's been like 4 months since he's been like so that's how I took it. Like his wife got killed, and then he's like, man, fuck, I'm gonna have to get revenge on these motherfuckers, and he's like training for like 4 months to
yeah.
like start taking down these cults and these racists and these gang members and everybody.
I
And then
wonder if I gotta really go back and read that because I don't. I think this takes place after the limited series, so I wonder if there was someone before that he's talking about, not
mm,
necessarily his wife. But either way, it still sets it up to
it gives
you
you
know,
a timeline of like what his journey has been so far, which I thought was a nice touch.
like he's dedicated. He's like not even thinking about women. You know,
Yep.
I'm just worried about getting back. You know
hmm
what I
At like
noticed.
any cost.
And what I noticed too with these earlier issues, Frank's a little bit more human. Like he's
Oh
still
yeah.
in other issues. You'll see Punishers like Frank Castle's dead. Only thing is, let the live is Punisher, and this isn't revenge. This is punishment. You know, it's
Oh
very
yeah.
different. You know, so it's
Yeah, when he let that guy go, I thought that was nice because he was supposed to lock the guy in the shed or whatever, and they were probably gonna kill him.
mhm.
The guy who pulled, I think he pulled a gun or something on the cult leader, right? And then the cult leader was like, "I
Well,
forgive
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Just lock him in the shed for now."
yeah.
And then
He tried to stab him with a knife.
yeah, that's what it was. And Frank kicked the podium at him. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is but you know it's crazy because Frank ends up smashing that dude's wife. You know, because
Yep.
he's like, what am I got the page in front of me. It says, well, why do I care? Her husband, you know what he says, but I couldn't have made the rest people suspicious, you know,
Yeah.
or could I? You know, so he's like, you know, we kind of like, yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of got to do it to get
yeah,
into this cult. Yeah.
yeah. I kind of like, I can't blow my cover. I'm gonna have to smash this guy's wife. You
And
know,
in the truest fashion of the old saying, when it rains, it pours. Right after he
yeah,
smashes her, then he
yeah,
gets to smash the
the
cult leader's
sister,
sister.
yeah. It's like,
But I
damn,
thought that was a nice touch too, because he turned her down. I think, if I remember
oh
correctly.
yeah, he punched her.
Oh yeah, did he? But
Yeah,
that was the end though.
yeah, that was, yeah, yeah. He turned her down. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Now here, it's like, yeah, I'll sleep. I don't want to blow my cover, so I'm gonna sleep with this
Yeah,
dude's wife.
I'll
But you
fuck this
know,
dude's wife just for the mission.
yeah, but I won't blow my cover with sleeping with this dude's sister.
She's all about it though.
Yeah, and so that it's weird though, but I think how it's set up. So Frank sleeps with this dude's wife, and then the dude that tries to kill the cult leader, you know, he's like, basically, he's trying to kill the cult leader because he says, "My wife and little boy, my savings. You promised me salvation." You know, but it's all a pack of lies. So
hmm
basically, it's like, yo, the dude that you were supposed to help bring his wife and daughter back or child back. I think I don't, you know, uh, you're seeing another one. You know, so it's
Yeah,
like,
he's just tricking these dudes and these families to join this cult so he can bang their wives.
yeah, yeah. So it's
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, I was disappointed in the ending. I thought it was a little rushed. I thought it ended way too quickly. And then again, where Frank Castle just tells these like international agents, they're like, "Oh no, I'm CIA," and they like don't even. They're just like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. You gotta question like everyone on this fucking island, dude. Anyone could just say they're CIA and run off.
Yeah. But what's crazy too, I know that was kind of a little unpredictable, like, oh yeah, this, you know. But what's crazy is not only did he smash dude's wife once, he smashed her twice. Because
Oh,
he
did
turned
he?
down his sister. And he's like, Vicky Combs says, I hope she would. I'm not that strong. Who do I betray? Her husband? Who she despises? Like, oh yeah,
Or the mission?
or the Reverend? Like,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah. So
Well,
while I was a little disappointed in it, I thought it could have been built up. I thought he could have took this story a little further too. There were bits of good writing from Barron in here.
yeah,
There was things to appreciate in this issue.
yeah. With this
And
one,
sorry, let me interrupt you.
uh,
It did build up. Like I said, I hope the sister comes back. I'm not sure. But and she has this mysterious touch as well, but it's like even more influential than the Reverend. So she could be a powerful enemy in the future. Who knows?
right, right. Yeah, I mean that's we have to see. I mean, a lot of these I haven't read in a long time,
Hmm.
and I've been reading the newer stuff. So I'm actually curious if she does. That's going to be something to look out for in future issues.
Yep.
Um, man, with this issue, the art was looked really rushed, bro.
Yeah, I don't really even remember the art that much on this one.
Yeah, there's some panels where I'm like, yikes. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a job done. I mean, but at what
yeah,
cost?
that's the one. If I could describe Klaus's art throughout this whole run so far in one word, it would be rushed. It just looks like sloppy, rushed. Now, I don't know how far along he is in his like comic book career at this point, and he
Right.
is a great artist and has done great things. But yeah, a lot of it does just look kind of rushed, and it doesn't. It kind of takes me out of like the gritty tone that Baron's setting.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it didn't really break
Immersion.
mold too much. Uh, but it was, you know, because like he's drawing like hyper realistic things, man. And that takes time.
Yeah, you gotta make it. If you're gonna go realistic, it's gotta look good. It's gotta look realistic.
So, but yeah, man. So, what do you out of
How many
five
tomahawks?
skulls? You said tomahawks? What do you do
Yeah.
with this? What do you do
Oh,
with
wait,
this?
we're doing skulls. We're doing skulls again. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought we were changing it up.
I was gonna keep it skulls, man.
All right, we'll do
Out of
skulls.
5 skulls, what do you?
Ooh, I gotta give it a 2.5 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5.
Right.
Because it wasn't like bad. I was just disappointed. I thought the ending was a little too neat, and there's some silly things in there. But there is some good writing and things to appreciate, like I said. So I'll
Definitely,
be right in the middle.
dude. I'm on this issue. I gotta agree with you, man.
Oh, we finally got the same score. Ding,
2.5.
ding, ding.
I enjoyed it. I not. When you read something bad, you're like frustrated. Nothing like that. I enjoyed it. It was it wasn't the ending. Like I was listening. It was funny. I was listening to like a Kevin Smith podcast, and he was saying,
I can't stand him, by the way. Go on.
I like Kevin Smith, but he was saying this. He was saying, like, I think he was talking about the end of Fantastic Four, and he's like, he had an ending in his head that he wanted, and he didn't see it. So he's like, wait a minute. The reason I don't, or I was surprised, or I can't fault them for not making the movie I wanted. The ending I wanted. So,
True.
yeah. So that's where I was at with this. I was like, is this the one? But it's
Yeah, that's like I couldn't give it like a shitty score because it's not.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
right.
So it's like I can see where when you're writing, you're like, how can we build this? How can we, make make some things, as from a writer standpoint, like with the world building and stuff like that. Like there's probably more to it that got cut, ends up on the editor floor. So
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I'm curious if Baron did have a plan for a longer saga, but I don't know. Do you know if, like, throughout this run, are there any more? Are there stories or arcs that are longer than 2 issues, or is that like they kind of want the max at like 2 issues?
no, there's a Euro hit. There's like I want to say 7 issues.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there's some out there, but yeah. So I'm wondering if that was the case. I'm always trying to play like armchair writer, I guess. So I'm thinking like maybe that was the case,
Yeah, me
maybe it
too.
wasn't. So but I did enjoy the story on 5. The artwork, it would have been a 3, but the artwork was really, yeah, man, rushed. I don't like saying
Agreed.
bad because bad
It's,
is
yeah,
I don't know the whole
especially like
context of it.
I'm not a great artist yet, so it's like it's rough calling other people's art shit, especially a professional fucking like almost not a legend, but he's done incredible work on like Dark Knight Returns and other shit. But it's just I'm just not a fan of his art in this era in this time.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I just man, I liked it. I like the story a lot more than I like the art. So
Fair, yeah.
that's where that one is, with that. But we come to issue 6. And
I want to say hail Summer Swan and FFS. What's up, brothers and sisters?
what's going on, man? So where we get a new art team. And here's the thing too, and I want to look
Oh
back
yeah.
up the other one because with this new artist, they got a penciler and inker, right? With Klaus Jansen, man, he was doing both.
Yeah, so they were probably on a strict deadline for
Yeah,
sure.
he's man, inking takes a long freaking time.
Drawing does too, dude.
Yeah, so I could just see, and these are back in the day, bro. Like you had to get this right. And if you didn't get it right, there's no undo button. It's ink. It's actual ink. And then you got to send the ink to the colorist. Like
Oh yeah, I
mail.
couldn't imagine fucking up a page you thought was like
Yeah.
perfect
Yeah. So it's
back then.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hey, what's going on? We got some people in the chat. Vince here. Summer Swan.
What's up, my boys?
Yeah. 90s router. We got Cynic, aka FSS. So yeah, we're just going over Punisher issues, telling you what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it. So issue 6, man,
From cover to cover, my favorite issue by far so far. The
Yeah.
cover alone, it harkens back to like Norm Brayfogel's Batman covers. It just has that eerie kind of just gritty ass feel to it. I love the cover. Off
yeah,
jump.
and this guy's really good at drawing the Punisher, man.
Oh, for sure. He has some great fucking shots.
Yeah,
And just the perspectives he does in this, and it sucks I forget his name. I'll have to check it and see what else
I
he
got it
did.
right here. It's David Ross.
Oh,
David
damn,
Ross
see,
and
I've never
Kevin
even heard
Nolan.
of him. Okay, Kevin Nolan for sure.
Kevin, I want to say Nolan or Nowlin. Probably Nowlin.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of Graham Nolan.
Yeah, but dude, like just that first shot with him, the last panel where he's holding the gun, looking out the door or the by the door, because he wakes up hearing gunshots at a dump or a garbage place. So I thought that was a cool, interesting setting. There's not a lot of
the setting, everything, bro. It just made the art like brought me back into the gritty story that Baron's trying to tell, and like just all the panels was just dripping with like grunge. Like I remember this. It's just a forward-facing shot of a truck in like an alleyway, and just the colors and everything, just the atmosphere of that panel and this whole issue is great
Yeah.
on the art, based on the art alone.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. And like I like what they try to do. Like the Punisher is just a straight killer, but he's very hesitant on, like, with the dogs. He has those darts. When the dogs
Yeah,
wake up, he's like, I feel bad. I don't want to hurt animals,
yeah, good point. Because bringing it back, like you said in the last issue, shows some of his humanity. I forgot about that part where he spares the dogs, and it's like, because I remember this issue is just action packed. He's killing everybody, so he's just a savage murderer in this one. But yeah, in that instance, he still shows his humanity from sparing the dogs.
Yeah. In that one page, there's a page where they sneak up on him from the back, Harry. And he's like, and he has his gun out. And then Punisher just turns around, throws a knife right into his throat. And
Yep.
he's like, yeah, this guy doesn't have a police record. Oh, well,
Uh-huh.
And there's another thing where he hops up on the roof and shoots that guy from up top. And then he
Yep.
says he waits 10 minutes by the door waiting for someone to come out.
Oh yeah, that shot was really cool. Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's thinking right there, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's showing his more strategic side in this one too. The way he kind of tracks that, he tricks that one guy with the fake grenade. He didn't pull the pin out of it, and then he like ambushes him as he's like running away from the grenade, and then he's like interrogating him at knife point.
Yeah, and then like you find out that this garbage company is tied in with the mob, and now they're tied in with terrorists that are selling plutonium. And
yeah, okay. That's maybe my one criticism about this issue. My biggest one. It's like, how the fuck is the mob getting weapons grade plutonium?
Yeah,
that would have been nice to have been explained, but it's kind of like, oh, they have it and they're selling it to fucking Middle Eastern terrorists.
Money's money, man. It's green.
Yeah, but how'd they get it?
Well, they're part of garbage disposal. Like, I guess that's what they were trying to go with, garbage disposal, and we could take this toxic waste and make plutonium.
Well, that part was really cool. That was their front to like hide all the weapons and plutonium with the waste dump. So that was clever and genius. But I'm just like, how the fuck did they get it?
My one gripe I have with this is they go to pick up the plutonium, and it looks like a pot where you would cook tamales in, right? And this, and that's Punisher. Like, again, we just saw Punisher be strategic, right? He's up there, he's waiting 10 minutes with the gun, waiting for someone to pop out. No one pops out, so he's like, okay, it's clear, right? But what's he doing? Then, like, a couple pages later, he just jumps in, just bursts through the door, right?
Yeah.
And like, nobody move, And what is the guy doing? The guy he's holding the plutonium, and he throws the plutonium at him from like
that looked cool as shit though. The way because he like bends backwards to throw it over his head.
But you know what that reminded me of? When you would like shoot grandma style, right?
Yeah.
As a kid, and you're like behind the back or over the back, and that's what he did. And it was just, that was kind of like, that kind of threw me out of the strategic, But
yeah, him busting in was stupid, but I thought that was kind of a cool shot of him throwing the plutonium like that. That was a different way to do it.
The art sold me on it. Like, I'm like,
dude.
This is So I wonder, this is what I think happened in theory, right? I think everything's rushed. Editors and Baron writes on the script. He busts in the door and say, "Nobody move," But the picture we got is him like, how can we make this more dynamic? Like, we're gonna have him jump across, leave his feet, like he's gonna barrel roll and go through the door. So that's where, I don't know, man. It just was funny, but very enjoyable. Very
the most action says just action from front to back. The setting was great. The art was great. It was the full package. It was the best package out of this run so far for me.
Definitely. And with the shooting, like that where they come in and he just jumps out and starts shooting, and then he started aiming. I thought
Yeah,
that
dude,
was a lot.
and it's like, and his plan then is to blow up the entire place. It's like, bro, you don't think they could have any more plutonium in there that's gonna like make a nuclear bomb if you shoot it with a fucking bazooka?
Yeah, but he's like, I don't care. We'll end this.
It's the mission.
It's the mission. And then at the end, a good man, it ends really cool, man, with we see like 4 jeeps of guys
Oh
coming.
yeah, that's right. Yep, this is a part of arc too.
Yeah, so it's but this one is like they gave Baron a little time to cook, and he really cooked a lot. He got action in, he got setting in, we know what's happening. Now there's this crime family, all of them are there with jeeps, guns.
Yeah, it was actually like you see him kind of like the other ones. He doesn't really. I guess it's not a Batman detective story, but he kind of stumbles onto things and then he like follows the guy and then he just saves the day. But in this one, he kind of had to do some detecting to figure out. Well, I guess when he was trying to figure out what the cult leader was up to, he had to do some detecting as well. But
Yeah.
it felt like this. Yeah, there was. It just felt more natural, the flow of the story for sure.
Yeah, and I like the ending. So now it's like,
And Router said, "I love a nice package. I love mine. I do got a nice package."
Router's funny, man. I just this last panel just gets me excited for the next one, the next issue, which is like that's where I when it comes down to it, the writer, the artist, publisher, everyone, they did their job now because I'm interested. If I do buy these, I buy these digitally, right? So I'm
Oh,
definitely
nice.
interested.
Dude, they got this whole run on like what Marvel Ultimate or something, or I forget what their app is called.
I don't know. I've been buying them off of Amazon,
Oh, okay.
the Kindle, and reading them on Kindle. That just works the best for me.
Fuck yeah, I remember you saying I need to do that too.
Yeah, so it's but it's I also have the physical run too if I ever need to, where it's pretty much complete. I just need a couple of issues. I gotta really do an inventory. I'll probably do a video on that and put it on put it on the page, and maybe make it like a short video for like Punisher News or something. Because that was one of my life goals is getting every issue of Volume 2.
This is volume 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would love to get like some full runs of some Batman arcs. Like there's some Legends of the Dark Knight that I really want to get a full run of.
Right. In comics, man, there's always someone selling them. They're always selling them eBay or comic book conventions.
There's all kinds of cool little shops and conventions around here where I'm living now.
And then with like Whatnot or whatever, that auction site, I'd
have to check that out too.
Yeah, I've actually sold some comic books on there, which is just been great, so that's fun. So let's go to the rating. We got out of 5 skulls, what do you give this one?
Wasn't perfect, so I can't give it a 5 out of 5. But I will give it a 4 out of 5. It was my favorite issue so far, for sure.
All right. 4 out of 5. I'm going with oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go 3.5.
Oh, we almost had 2 of the same scores on the same.
Yeah, I mean, it just was. I liked it. It's just there's some things that I don't know. I just think it could be like that throwing the plutonium kind of really messed me up. Like that was
Damn,
like a 0.5
really
right
you.
there.
I thought that was cool as fuck.
Jumping through that.
But I get you. There was some silly kind of like, what? Why would you do that moments in there for sure.
Yeah, I did like the not pulling the pin.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that's showing his strategic side. That was cool.
And then, but the guy, he's supposed to be like a Muslim dude or a terrorist, you know, and he has that hat like Friars Club hat, you know. So
Yeah, I
it's like,
forget what they were fucking calling him.
yeah, they call him what was it? Yasser. Yasser.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they don't name what like faction he's a part of.
Maybe, but it was just like that hat. Like you see it at the Friars Club, you see it like monkeys wearing it. So it's like I wanted to like his bodyguard looked cool. Like if he had the same head wrap as that, I would be like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
freaking
yeah. Oh yeah, I always thought those hats were dumb. The square like round ones that the
yeah.
main villain was wearing, but the turban guy looked cool as shit.
Yeah, the turban guy looked like, oh, dude, that dude's a boss, man. But yeah, that kind of like, so it's like
Cynic said our periods are in sync, which is true.
I'm just being picky with that one. But yeah, man,
No.
I of course I enjoyed it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now.
I hope the same artist is on the next issue too, because I mean that story and him meshed really well.
They got a new inker, but the same artist is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks
Cynic
good
wants
too,
to be a mod after all the shit talk he was just giving us.
Who's that?
Cynic.
This is more like a podcast. You know? Then I got to add him into the moderation intro.
Yo, yeah, that's right. We're a terrible trio here, Cynic.
Yeah. But he probably has moderation duties on the channel. I gotta handle that, do that. But yeah, man. That was episode 3 of the Punisher Killshot Show.
Woo-hoo.
Issue 5 and 6. Good reads. You know, man, we're gonna get to the annual pretty soon. I think the annual is at issue 10. And so
hell yeah.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun with
and
that.
then I think maybe after the annual we should do one of those crossovers.
Definitely. Just to switch it up.
Yep.
You know. I wanted to see if I could get maybe a Punisher artist or writer on. I gotta see who's available. But
yeah, man, give it a shot. That'd be great. Give us all the clout we can get, man.
Yeah. Or I just wanna like I gotta see what Baron's schedule's like, man. I would love to pick his brain on some of these. And just I want to know the context of it, right? Because everyone's like, oh, you could do this. Could you, if you're on a time limit and stuff like that, could you? You know what I mean? Could you do it? Could you not do it? You know what I mean?
Were you limited to only a certain amount of issues? Well, I guess you said there's a 7-issue arc later, which I'm excited for that.
But it's like you're Carl Potts is the editor, man. So it's like, what is Carl Potts? You know, like
I'm not familiar with that name either.
Yeah, you know, he's a legendary editor, man. You know,
oh shit, I'm a tourist.
Yeah, well, this is back in the day, so you know, but yeah, that dude's legit, bro. So, but you also got like, what are his deadlines? You know what I mean? What are his deadlines? Because here's the thing: is like, oh yeah, write this comic. Yeah, okay. Now write this comic in, 48 hours. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
what else was like Baron and Klaus like working on other projects at the same time, or were they solely dedicated to this? That'd be interesting.
Writers were,
for sure. Because in my opinion, it's way easier to bang out a comic script than it is to draw one.
Oh, definitely. For like us to do a script, like, man, one script is like one page for them,
Mm-hmm.
So it's
for sure.
Man. So it's weird, man. But I want to know the context and the history and all that, and what are the conditions, what are the obstacles? Because I think now you give a lot of people time, man. They come out with some great stuff, but it's time, Yeah,
because I don't think comic books are on as strict as like. I'm not sure how often Absolute Batman comes out. If it's every month or like they might have been doing every week back then. No way, not every week, but
Yeah,
they might have been more on schedule. They might have been more strict with the schedule back then, I guess is what I'm saying.
right. And it's just like I said, man, doing it physical. I mean, you're painting it like inking. You're painting it. It's a freaking ink brush, and depending on how long or thick you need the ink line to be, it's the brush, So it's rough. It's it's crazy, man. You guys see. So, but yeah, man, it's been a good show. Thank you for everyone for watching.
Hell yeah.
And we'll be back with issue 7 and 8.
7 and 8, baby.
See how this concludes, and looking at a couple of issues, it looks like if I'm reading this right, I'm just going by the covers.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be wrong. It looks like I don't know. I don't want to give any spoilers. We'll find out. We'll find out next week what the next 2 issues contained, and you'll find out if we like them. So I would encourage everyone to go out there, read them yourselves, and see if you agree with us. So you can say, "Hey, I agree with you," or you can say, "You know what, Snowman, you're a liar.
You're a picky idiot."
Yeah, you can criticize us, or you can say, stop bringing up context, Embry. Just tell us what you think. We go from there.
Me and old Jim from the letter section are on the same page.
Yeah,
me and that guy, we got the right idea.
We need to find Jim. Find Jim.
Yeah, that's our guy. That's who we got to bring on the show.
We should bring on Jim and Baron, and then Baron can be like, "Listen, you little motherfucker."
Oh, this is a 4-hour battle between them two.
Oh yeah, but you know what? You can tell that Jim guy, he actually really, really cared about the character. He's like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah, no, he wanted good things for it. Yeah,
but that just sets up the foundation for what I was saying. Like Punisher fans, we're loyal. We'll bring out the wallet. But you got to give us the Punisher we want, in that 5-issue limited series. That's what people were expecting. The Punisher you see in the guest appearances, that's the Punisher people are expecting. So you can't change and stray from the formula too much. It's stick with the script, man. So other than that, anything else, man?
Nah, man. Just follow me on X at Crisp and Cold. Be on the lookout for my comic book Gremlin World, which will be out in about 35 years when I become a good artist. And yeah, man. Yeah, maybe 40. Well, in true CG fashion, I'm gonna crowdfund it today.
There you go.
And you guys might get it.
All right, might. And well, thank you for coming on. Thank you to Into Paints. And if you are a comic book fan, go back. The Devil from Talon Flats is a gritty Western story that is only $5, man. Only $5.
Hell yeah.
Unless you get the limited cover, which is a little bit more by Preston Acevedo, but that's an amazing cover. I wouldn't get both. Get both. Who am I to tell you what to do? This is America, man. Go and get both. Handle it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming on, and we'll catch you next week.
See y'all later.
Forgive me, Lord. I have only tried to follow your word. When you had given me the sick, I had prayed.